Hi guys, it's Anders and welcome back to the Getting Your Music Heard series of videos. What we're going to look at today is getting people to know your music's coming out and save it and remember it. And there's some cool features that we can use to help that happen. Today we're going to look at a feature from the sponsor, which is distrokid. And what Hyperflow is, it's a linking tree that links all of your release stores together for a particular release in one place, part of distrokid's service. I'll show you what this looks like just here. Now, why this is really great is before our music is even out, we can start sharing this link and people can pre-save in places like Spotify. Now, a pre-save in Spotify is really important and powerful. If a fan or listener of yours pre-saves your track in Spotify, when it releases, they will get a notification via their email they signed up with Spotify. If they go on their Spotify account, they'll get their kind of like up next or new radio playlist with the tracks they saved featured in there. If you can get this link out to your fans ahead of time, they're so much more likely to know and remember and see your music when it goes live. Here we are inside DistroKid. When you log in by default, you're going to have your release lists just here. So let me show you where to find the hyperlink. What we'll do, we'll grab a Connect here, which is a tune that's been doing all right. And I did this on and landed on some playlists and things as a result. So when we open it up, we've got all of the sort of metadata and bits in there. And just below stores, where you've got your individual store links, which are dead useful. Don't ever neglect those. We've got this thing called Hyperflow. And there's a little explanation of what is Hyperflow. But more importantly is this link just here, especially where it says a visit. If we hit on visit, we're going to get a new pop-up page and it gives us this breakdown. Notice how it's super mobile friendly as well. And there's some features on it we need to really look at. Now, had this track not been released, on Spotify, it would say pre-save and potentially on like iTunes, we'd have the pre-order and the others wouldn't show up until the releases come out. But look how it's got all of the stores on here. And if I click on any one of them, so for example, if we trigger Apple Music to open a new tab, it's going to take me to the relevant Apple Music page for that particular track. It's all pre-built in. We don't have to build it up. Same for Spotify. It's going to land us in the right place. And we're now ready to discover all of my wonderful music. Isn't that cool? So what we can do with this link right here, if we copy it, is we can share this into some relevant places, meaning anyone who does open it and have a look at the track has got the exact place that they want to listen to your music ready to go. DistroKid also do some other useful things. Just below, we've got share on Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So just with a single click, I could do share to Facebook and I can really quickly grab this, share on a page I manage, share it over to the Unders page and write a really quick post about it. So we just type a really quick post there. Let's do feeling and activity. Pro little tip, if you do these little feeling activity things, it does actually help a little bit with the reach. Let's do this special day. And something else we're going to do at DistroKid. Tag these guys in it, and we're also going to throw a hashtag in and do liquid, and there we go, we're ready to post. And anyone that hits on that, they don't have to be necessarily linked to Spotify or Apple Music. They're going to have the place that's super appropriate for them. I just hit post, job done. Now we're just going to visit the link again because I negated something and I did that on purpose. Right up the top, it's got Unders and it's got talk to me. So this is an interesting feature as well. This allows people to actually reach out directly to you as well. So if I was to hit talk to me, it's going to say I'm talking to myself, but it opens up a chat inside DistroKid that you can respond to and people can converse with you. We can also set up the mail settings in here so that you receive an email when you get a message and that your display name can be perhaps your artist name. So we'll just save that as such. And now we've got our own chat set up for our Hyperflow links. People can actually message you, talk to you about your music and reach out to you directly. And that can be a really good way to get people to interact. You can do your Q&A while posting from a track. Just tell people, use the Talk to Me tab, Q&A. I'm going to do some question and answers with you guys in person, and they've got the opportunity to listen to your music straight away. Other thing that's great about having a single link, places like Instagram that only allow a single link out. So if we just head over to Instagram, and if we go into the profile here, at the moment I've got my course linked up in there, so that would take us over to that, and I use a bit.ly link for that. But if I was to promoting a song, what I would do is put my hyperflow link in there, and anytime I post about the music, like we have the like a fool post here, we could just say link is in the bio, and they're able to hit the hyperflow link, and they've got all of the appropriate places for them to go and listen to your music. Super useful way to do things. Another thing that I want to share with you is something that I'm doing at the moment. I'm testing out promoting music in stories. So I'm going to dive into my business account on Facebook here just to show you something that I haven't tested just yet, but I'm going to start running really soon. Within the Warrior Sound ad campaign here, and I apologize, I'll probably have to blur out a lot of the screen here. I've got a Spotify traffic system going on here. And what I'm doing at the moment is getting a audience that I know responds to my music. So if I get into the ad campaigns, what I've got here, I had 4 ad campaigns running. So far I've disabled 2, and it's down to these 2 to really battle it out. One's getting way more responses than the other, but price wise they're kind of battling it out. Okay, in terms of like engagement and ranking things, they're performing above average, like quality ranking average, you know, they're doing all right overall. One is getting a lot more responses, so it's probably going to be the winner, or we might just end up running both. Once I've got this down and this audience is kind of nicely refined, I'm going to run these ads, but I'll use the hyperflow link instead. Now at the minute these directly go out to Spotify, and let's see if I can actually open an ad so you can see it. Fab. So this is what the ads look like. They're little snippets from the music video, and they link out to Spotify, and I've targeted it that way so Spotify listeners are going to see this. What I'm going to do is use their audience and instead just give them the stream now option, and there'll be an extra step in there. It will go to the hyperflow link, so they will end up on a page much like this, but they can then choose their platform rather than me just targeting one area. So lets me target all the people who are using all the other services as well. So once that audience is refined, I will be doing that, and if you guys are interested in how that works and how I build it from scratch, I'll be adding that into the music business online course early in next year once I've got everything refined and working super well. So guys, that is how we can use hyperflow linking to get more of our fans engaging with our music, and also just have that single link that goes out to multiple places and helps your fans go in the right direction to find exactly what they're after on their service without you having to individually find out who's using what. Hope the video was helpful for you guys, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next one.